tree cracking. Oh yeah, I can hear them. Can you hear them breaking down there? Oh yeah, one big one just fell down. Okay, it's the morning after the night before. It was a reasonably, scary night at times. Mostly just worried about the trees hitting the house, but luckily none did. And I got these guys come and visit me first thing this morning. Hello, beautifuls. Come and have something to eat. Come on, you had a rough night, I know. You can hear the generator probably in the background. So, got quite a few trees down in here, which would be good for timber. The gusts are still coming in, but it's pretty much done and dusted now. It's gone into a ex-tropical cyclone, which now there's just a massive amount of rain to follow. Everything down here survived. I've got a couple of big branches down here, but the chicken coop didn't get hit by those big ones. Another big one's crashed onto my fence as well, and fallen into the walkway. But as I say, they all missed the house, and yeah, I've got some visitors again, which is fantastic. Hello, you made it through as well. Alright, I'll let them have something to eat. They've had a, oh, and I can see more birds out there, so I'm glad they all made it, and I'll probably be waiting for my dad to come down and feed them again shortly, but thankfully we got through relatively unscathed. So, still pretty wild out here, but not as wild as it has been. That's the big branch there. Let's come down and crush that fence off this tree, which was the one I was a bit concerned about overnight. And there's another big one here that I'm very pleased didn't hit the house. So there's some more over there. What do you reckon, Zig? It's a bit wild out here, isn't it? Still lots of rain coming down, lots of water. There's a couple of big ones that have nearly got me yesterday when I was out in the chicken pen. Haven't had a chance to have a look at them yet though. There's some more down over there. There's quite a big one there. And I can see some trees down up there, all over there. Yeah, I think I'll go back inside. Oh, there's one that's dropping right there. Don't need to be out here for that. Come on, Zig. This way, boy. Come on. I do know that there was a heap of trees that went down overnight. Some branches down here. The bush turkey made it. More branches down there. Jenny's still going. Fair bit of stuff down here. I won't spend too much time down here, just having a quick look, see what damage we got, which was not a whole heap. Some decent branches and stuff come crashing down though. All of my pot plants there. And a few up there, which I'm not going to go and venture up there, given that they're still falling. Only just a couple of minutes ago. I'll have to check it out when things calm down a bit, but at least most of the wind has gone. Tree fern got blown over, one of the pots down there, one of the plants has got blown around, but we got off pretty lightly, I think. It wasn't devastating, thankfully. Now I can just get into cleaning it up. There's been quite a bit of water. I only had about 2 inches in the bottom of it at the start, so but at least I can get into cleaning up once this wet weather disappears. I'm sure the snake made it through okay. Yeah, no damage in there. I'm not going to pull him out. Leave him do his thing. Alright, and I'm going to quickly run back up inside. I did just notice here by the chickens a hornet's nest that's come down, obviously. I don't know what to do about that. I'll move that later. I noticed there's another big tree down up here as well, or branch down. It's on one of my fruit trees over there. But nothing too bad, I think, in there. I've heard a couple hit the roof of the chicken house as well. Bees made it through, which is always good. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff, but most likely tomorrow, as I said. I don't think I'll let these guys out just yet. Still a bit hairy out here. Okay, find Zig and get back inside. So it's Sunday morning. The rain hasn't let up for 48 hours. I guess it's about 6 a.m, but it has just been continuous. Pool's completely overflowing, obviously. All my tubs are full, which is good. I'm actually thinking of doing water changes on my cories today with the water from the rainwater tank. Give them like 100% or more wash through and see if I can't get some babies out of the storm. So that's how it looks again. And no birds this morning. No cockies and no kingies yet. I'm hoping they'll be here soon, but we'll see. They're obviously hanging on somewhere. Still pretty windy, but nowhere near as bad. Just the rain now. I'm very pleased to say that I've had a couple of kingies in today. Yeah, my friends. They're a bit shell-shocked. But if I can feed them, this poor little fella over here, he's hatched. So the birds are coming to take refuge on the balcony. I had the girl up here a little while ago, but they wouldn't have eaten for, well, probably 48 hours, I'm guessing. So he'll be happy to get that. And it's still raining. It is just not stopped even once. But on the positive side, that all that rain has allowed me to hook up to the rainwater tank, and you'll see I'm filling that one at the moment with rainwater. I have just done this one, which everyone seems pretty pleased with, and the fish room is coping okay. I've kept the water changes up. I do really want to do the canister filter on that one if I can. Everything else though is coping quite fine with the generator going. I've got these lights off at the moment. I don't run them all at the same time, but what I'm doing with the Jenny is just powering this fish room, and I've got the one linear air pump up there which actually does the air to the whole room, and then I've also got a pump going over there and a pump going over there, canister filter up there, and that's it. So, and of course all the lights, which is pretty good. It's actually holding its own, which is excellent. This rack's off. I don't have that on this light circuit either. So at the moment everything's all right. I've been able to lift the door up and down. And what do you think, Zig? It's pretty wet out there, isn't it, boy? I'm actually thinking about putting the glass, silicking the glass on these things whilst I've got the time to do it in the fish room. So all right, I'm going to go and do something, and I'm sure you'll see what that is. another bird back. My butcher bird mate. I've been feeding him some chicken and he's sheltering from the rain. Check it out. Just continuous. You're very welcome to stay warm and dry there, okay? No, he's off. Old Kingy's still there. My little wet mate's still there. This is an Indian miner. Oh no, it's actually a native Australian miner, that one. Indian miners are the dark brown ones, but that's a native Australian miner. My birds, or Dad's birds, are all okay down there. Nice and dry. Been in and checked them out. I'm just waiting for the rain to stop. So you're probably able to guess that I've spent the afternoon in the fish room with the dogs. Haven't I, dogs? See, what are you thinking? All wet. What I have done today, I thought I'd take advantage of the tank being full of water. I've actually cleaned this and done a rainwater change. So I do have Nepoensis cories and green neon tetras in here. So they're pretty shy, but they have been breeding in here for a couple of years actually, so I don't really do anything to them. I just let them do their thing. The Nepoensis have bred in there as well. I have cleaned up this tank, done another rainwater change, because I have my dwarf Pygmaeus corydoras in here. And what I'm doing with them, I've taken the rosy barbs out of there and dropped them up there into the catch-all tank. And of course there's no lights on that at the moment. And I've also cleaned out this tank here, which is my black Neocaridina cherry shrimp. I'm happy with this tank. I really like it. I don't need to do pretty much anything with it other than the odd water change here and there. So I've got those three done. I've done a water change on this. I've done a water change on this entire rack, including these guys. Haven't done a water change on them yet, although I have topped them up. Done a water change on that. I've done a water change on that. Done a full water change on that. In fact, I'm still going. I'll show you. I've got the it's just because there's no power, just density fed from up the top tank, and it's just coming down and filling that. So that's been going for a few hours now, and it's actually really nice and clear, and it'll be something that I'm hoping will trigger these guys to breed again, because I'm always up for more angels. I do have one sick angel which I've got in the quarantine sort of area at the moment. He's got some sort of swim bladder issue. I'm not sure what that is, but what I have done, cyclone or not, and it's only a tropical low now, or tropical depression, whatever you want to call it. I never get depressed, so I'll call it a low. Boy, come on, out of there, out the rain. So it's just been constantly raining, which is amazing. But I thought, come hell or high water, I need to get these done for you guys, get some content out there for you that I've been promising forever. And what I did is I pulled the first one out just to test it. So the backing does come off quite easily. It's like a transfer thing, which is cool. So I'm going to take those three off of there. I've taken that off of here. I've got to go and buy some parts for this from Bunnings or the pump shop tomorrow. I put in some new bracing, or the old bracing, in a new position. Re-silicon that. I have actually I broke some glass. I was going to cut it, but I couldn't be bothered walking out in the rain to get the glass cutter. So I decided to just sort of snap it on the edge there, and yes, it did go everywhere. Sorry, I was interrupted by my son then. So yeah, I did break it on there. Yeah, it did shatter unevenly. Yes, it did go on the floor. Yes, it was a pain, and yes, I had to wear shoes because I was stupid enough to do that. So I do have a glass cutter. I'll go and get that tomorrow for the rest of them. But you'll see, I even siliconed on the angle. I've patched the bottom hole that was in there, siliconed all around the side, completely underneath it as well. Put this brace in, re-silicon this one, re-silicon this one. There were the edges of the other dividers where I've also re-siliconed those as well. And it's really now, what I want to do is put this overflow in here So what I'm thinking with this bulkhead is I'm going to get an M&F male and female 90-degree bend, screw into here, bring it up so it's facing up, put it's a 25 mil or 1 inch nipple on the top of it, screw it in there, so that'll raise the overflow up to about, I guess there, maybe even a little bit higher. I could use a socket as well, and then I'll have that coming out. So that'll raise the water level from obviously this point here to whatever the top is. Let's say 2 inches. Somewhere here, which is, that's fine for the plecos and stuff that I want in there. So first tank is done, and what I'm going to do is get stuck into these guys tomorrow. I might get 2 done tomorrow, although I do need to take them out and just let them sit and actually seal or dry, the areas that I've siliconed, and let them seal. I have had a spawn during the cyclone, which you might see the little bubbies down there of the electric blue acaras. Let's see, can you see them? Can you see the electric blue acaras? Are they one of your favourites? I know you like Gadiids, but they're your favourites almost. So these guys here, they should be free swimming tomorrow, and I do intend on siphoning them out because the last batch that I had pretty much got decimated by the pandas, which are absolute predators. Everything's been fed, water changed that, water changed that, water changed that. I've done water changes up there. I've got to clean out this. I'll just see if we can see the canister filter, maybe. There it is there. So that canister filter needs to be done tomorrow. You can see it's quite cloudy. I have just fed, but still that's way too cloudy for me, so I'm definitely going to do that canister filter tomorrow. Everything else literally has had a water change. These 3 are the exceptions. I have water changed these guys. I've water changed over here. I've water changed them. I've done a massive water change on this, but I'm almost certain that's chockers with crap that I need to get out. Water changed that yesterday, so I didn't need to do it today. Water changed the blackworms. So I've got live blackworms in here. You'll see what I've got there, hopefully. So what I'm doing with them, that's about enough, is I'm using them to fatten up my CW51s, the new, inverted commas, new pandas that I got from Ross that are going to go somewhere soon. So in fact, my neighbour came up with a pretty good suggestion, which I was thinking of putting them into that tank on the bottom rack, but given I've had so much success in these tanks and I'm taking the plecos out of here, L333s, peppermints, 397s are all coming out, and even the commons, I'll have 4 new tanks. I could actually try to breed them in there, which would be pretty cool. And I know it's been a very successful tank previously. This is really dark at the moment, tons of duckweed, which I'm just not, I'm not happy about. If you haven't watched any of my videos, I'm not a fan of duckweed. So that's how it looks in the midst of what is still a very decent storm, a tropical low. And yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, for Sunday night. I'm just going to finish up down here. I have fed the room, so come on guys, come over here. Come on. These guys have been fed, so there you go. Come on, there you go. Just had a big water change, so I think they're pretty happy. Okay, well, I'm going to head upstairs now with the dogs. What do you reckon? Zeke, you want to go upstairs? You want to go upstairs, boy? Zeke, what do you reckon? All right, okay. I guess that's a yes now. All right, and I will, you'll see what's next, I'm guessing right about now. It's nice to see all the keys back. Still been raining continuously overnight, and we've got more predicted for today. But I'm pleased to see they all made it. Even though they're pretty wet. 4 or 5 bees hatched. Tough outside the night time in the rain, if you ask me. So I'm at my usual snake release spot. I decided to come down and let this guy go. I didn't film catching him up because he was just aggressive. So I tipped him straight into a box, and this was flooding just about to the top the other day, so he should be fine in here. Let's put him down. Surprisingly, I actually had a Cooper's box that was empty. So this is the dude. I call him Strike because that's all he seems to do, so I'm not going to handle him. He's probably the luckiest snake on the Gold Coast. He is, not only did he get to eat a whole chicken, but he then get to sleep it off inside a nice wood shaving bed inside the dark container I had him in. It's all safe and sound and dry. So he's a very lucky boy, really. And he is a boy, I reckon, because of how aggressive he is. But I am not going to do much with him. He's quite a big one too. I'm going to just show you how big he is, I guess. But yeah, he's off. He doesn't want to hang around, which is good. I don't want him to hang around. Okay. I guess that's it for him. Hopefully I won't see him again. Okay, so this is the stuff that I've got to clean up today. It's been 9 days since the cyclone, but we only got power back on yesterday, being the 8th day. And quite a few trees and bits and pieces, branches have come down. I'll get stuck into these today, chainsaw them up, and start the cleanup. I'll just show you the other stuff that's down whilst I'm out here walking around. And down the bottom, the bird aviary's up there. Yes, it's a suspended aviary. I've been asked that a couple of times in the comment section. And luckily my ceramic bird made it. Well, he shouldn't be there given now I'm going to mow. I'll find a spot for her later. But as you can see, there's quite a lot to get into before I start to mow. This was a really decent sized branch that come down here. Same with these trees. What do you think, Zig? You're probably looking for one of your lost balls down here. But yeah, a decent amount of timber to cut up. There's more down the bush down there. I'll show you up around the chicken pen as well, because that's where a lot of the stuff came down, up in that orchard. There's more branches up here. Look at this, these things are actually stuck into the ground from when they come down. This is a large one up here. There's a mess all the way down there, but I guess that's par for the course. Quite a decent branch. They all come down with thuds. You can see it's knocked over this native hibiscus, but I think that was also the tree that come down on it. Hello girls. More up in there. Huge branch in here. Thankfully missed the shed, but it's obviously landed on the netting and destroyed all of that. I'll show you up there. This is that branch, or one of them, that's come down. A bit of timber laying around there. You can see the one on the, hopefully you can, it's actually on the chicken pen. So I'm going to get the chainsaw. Broody, what are you doing? Get the chainsaw onto that today. The dogs are enjoying the sunshine, that's for sure. Been housebound for pretty much 10 days. Now this one came down and nearly killed me over there. There's a couple of them that actually, I think that was the one. Actually, it just fell down and I was only like, a metre, so 3 foot behind where it fell. Dogs in here, come on, we're going to, Brutus, come on. And this one did a bit of damage to crush my fig tree, which I'm pretty pissed about. Come off this massive tree here, which I want to get cut down because it's so close to the house. So I want that off. and it's quite big. It come down with a thud. It's also on the fence, which the chickens are getting out. I had pawpaw tree in there that's had it. There's one here that's landed on, I think, either an orange, maybe a mandarin tree, and my avocados there as well. So I'm going to clean that up this weekend, and hopefully by the end of the weekend be back to normal, and then I'll be able to get back into the fish room again. The bees survived, thankfully. Very pleased about that. They're doing well. I might even, while I'm here, just check and see how the super is going. If there's, oh yeah, they're starting to fill it with honey. Put that up there to see if I can get you a shot where you can see the honey in those, all those combs there. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Without the guys down the front, they're a bit active at the minute. So, okay. I better go and get into it, otherwise the day will be gone. See, the cockies have taken all these they've eaten all the mandarins. They just get the mandarins and then chew through them to get to the seeds. So I've got to chuck a net over this as well, otherwise I'll have nothing left as far as that's concerned. My lemons are looking good over here. One of those branches is broken there, you might be able to see. So I think I'll leave it because the leaves are still green, which means those should still ripen on there, and yeah, hopefully get some lemons off that branch as well. Alright, clock's hanging out down here. Yeah, clock. Don't worry, mate. I'm not, well, actually I am coming in there, but I'm not going to harass you. Okay, I'll get into it. I'm just checking out my baby Acaras and how they're growing. So I'm guessing they're a few months old now. I'll be able to date them when Nick's visit is, but by the looks of it, they're old enough to breed. So I've got a pair in here that have got babies already. So that was rather a surprise. I can tell you, I wasn't expecting these guys to breed in here anytime soon. But it just goes to show they're obviously happy, and that's why these guys are all over in this corner. So I'm going to have to siphon them out. There's no way knowing that those two would be able to fend off all of these other ravenous babies. So I think I'll feed the babies down this end now, maybe put some brine shrimp up there for them, and another thing to do on the jobs list to try to save them, I guess. So this is how the fish room looks at the end of a really long Saturday, and 8 days of no power. I have actually opened up my first beer. I've had a long day, to say the least. I'm doing water changes. I've got to do a water change on that. Got to do a water change on that. I've done these three. I've done these ones. I've got to do these ones this afternoon. And I am pretty tired. I got all the stuff cleaned up outside, all chainsawed up. So, and I've already shown you the guys over there. I've got to clean this tank. It looks like crap. That one's okay. I've done a water change on that one already. These ones I can't wait to get to. But it'll be these ones first. So what I have done is I've done all the bracing in here. Looks like crap. I've got to clean all this up with a razor blade when I'm done. But so I've got all of the bracing done. I've got all of the patching done for the holes in the bottom, which you can see. I only had grey silicone at this one. I didn't decide to use a clear because I'm going to cover it with sand. So these guys are right to go back in. This one's finished. I've actually got it even hooked up to the waist. So I'm really hoping tomorrow, I've got to siphon these guys out still. The babies are still doing well, as you can see. Mum and Dad are doing a reasonable job, but I think the pandas are just smashing the babies, so I just need to siphon them out earlier. Doing a water change on the 8-footer, which looks like crap because it's had no lights for a while. But next week's video will definitely be the Pleco Towers. I'll have all these guys in. I'm going to take out, look at that completely almost black tank. One of the lights is blown over here. 397s are coming out. The Peps are coming out. 333s are coming out. And I think I will pull the Plecos out, the common Plecos, put them over there. And I'm actually thinking I might even put the new pandas, the CW51s, in here, in one of these ones, or one of the other options I've got that I'm considering. So I'm going to pull this tank down. I don't know what I'm going to put in it yet. It's either Mr. Bojangles, my ghost knife, and set that up for him, which is above my Moramid, which means I can do the live feeding and all the blackworms easier on here. I would like to clean that up, but that's not on my to-do list at the minute. My little bait is doing well. How good does he look? I'm so happy with him. I actually haven't named him yet. I've been too exhausted. So I think I'll take all of the Adolphois out of here, clean that up. I'll, at the moment, think about Bojangles, but you know, you never know with me. I'm going to put all of the Adolphois in here because I've counted the other day with a torch. I counted 40-ish in here, 41, 42. Already you can see them ripping around in there. So Adolphois are doing well and breeding in there. I do want to get the other Acaras out. There's the two boys, the girls over there somewhere, most likely getting ready to breed. So I will be getting them out. So this will just be angels and larger tetras. I'm thinking the Brazilian blackline tetras I'll get out of here. I don't know if I can show you some of them. Where are they? Oh, they're right at the back there hiding, I think. There we go. There's a bit of a glimpse of one. I'd really like them to be in here just because I love them. I want to see them. And I just, you know, the Acaras are going to keep breeding no matter what. I don't need to get the volume out of them that I'm getting at the moment. So I have done a water change on all of these tanks over here already as well. And they're looking pretty good. I never have to worry too much about this tank. I did clean the canister filter as well, which is a big Aqua one. This has had a water change. This has had a water change. I've shown you the babies in there. Where are they? Are they still around? Yeah, they're still around. So I need to siphon them out tonight. So I'll probably get that done. And yeah, I think I'll just feed the room, and that'll be it for me. And I've got to also set up the shot for the outro, which, given I've got all this stuff in front of me, is going to be difficult. But anyway, I will cope with that, and I'm going to get into it now. Okay, well, I hope that video turned out all right. I truly have no idea. I haven't even started editing it yet. 8 days without power has been tough to deal with the fish room of this size. Constantly filling the generator. It's been $50 a day just to keep the generators going. And I've got 2 jobs, as you know, plus the fish room. It's been hard, like really hard this week. So I don't want to go through it again if I can help it. I don't mean to whinge, but it's just something I've got to deal with. And given I've decided to keep my YouTube channel going, I've had a lot of pressure actually this week from lots of different sources just to actually shut down or pause my YouTube channel, which is not something that I want to do, particularly because, you know, I really thoroughly enjoy doing what I do for you guys. I love that you enjoy it. I've got to say, the amount of beautiful messages and well wishes I got was, yeah, I can't tell you how much it meant to me over that time. That was really special. So for me, keeping it going is one of my priorities. And, you know, if you haven't subscribed or you haven't hit the like button before, that would really help me out. It would boost my enthusiasm at the moment. I am committed to keep doing this for you guys. I love it, and I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me. So I will continue on, although it has been one of those weeks where if I was going to give up, that was probably the week. I've spent a heap of time today. I'm just exhausted. I've got a ton of stuff going on, and it's been a bit overwhelming this week just to try to keep on top of it. But anyway, as you can see, with all of this stuff in front of me, I have persevered. I did most of this in the dark, which is why the silicon looks like shit. But anyway, it'll get me through to tomorrow, because tomorrow, in theory, again, another new day, another opportunity to have an awesome day, which I will. And that will be because I'm going to film putting these tanks together for you, getting Pleco towers set up, and then that's just one, two, three, four steps closer to getting onto the waterfall tank, which is something that I can't tell you how excited I am to do it. I know I don't seem it at the moment, but I can't wait to actually do that and just show you some of the ideas that I've got. And as far as I can tell, I don't know of too many others, if any, on YouTube like that. But at the same time, with what I want to do to it, I would hope that it's unique enough for people to enjoy it and to actually maybe inspire you to do something similar. And these tanks are available. There's lots of them in pet shops, so they do get rid of them. And look, anyway, a truly heartfelt thank you to everybody. Every single message I've read, I haven't had a chance to get back to you all, but I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, it's because of that level of support and concern that I'll see you next week. So thank you so much. Have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. In green emerald, not green emeralds. What are they? No idea. I haven't even started editing it yet. It has been a long week. So it has been a really long week, 8 day. I don't mean to whinge. It's been something that time today. I'm just exhausted. I've got a ton of stuff going on, and yeah, you might be able to do. Well, hopefully, it turns out all right, for sake. If it looks like shit, no one's going to want to do it.